The Boston Celtics are bullies. They continue to beat up on the Miami Heat, and this time they added a little wrinkle to it. They did it without 4 of their 8 rotation players tonight, and they won with a rotation that consisted of Baylor Shireman, the rookie, and Drew Peterson, the UDFA. They also included Jordan Walsh in the starting lineup. Now, Peyton Pritchard went off once again, solidifying my argument that he could be a starting point guard for maybe 20 other teams in the NBA. But this is what makes the Celtics so much better. They can plug and play guys in their rotation and still be good teams. I actually low-key really like this lineup that the Celtics can run out there when they have Jordan Walsh on the ball. Right, so they have length everywhere. There is no weak point. Derek White is the smallest guy on the court for the Celtics at like 6'6". They got Tatum, Brown, Cornette, and then Jordan Walsh on the ball, and he really is able to muck things up right here. He's just disrupting the ball. Jaime Hawkins dribbles it off Bam's foot, and then now they got 13 seconds to take it out of bounds on the sideline. And they're just able to disrupt everything. Right, so we got a little dribble handoff here from Bam. Here comes Duncan Robinson off. Tatum is going to slide in and hedge and stop Duncan Robinson from this straight line drive. Luke Cornette plays great in drop coverage, and then Highsmith's going to come up, and they're just going to rotate very well. They're going to guard the Heat very well this possession until about 4 seconds on the shot clock, whereas this would probably be the weak point. Although Luke Cornette is a really good interior defender, his defense when it comes to 15 feet and beyond is tough, right? Especially when you're matched up ISO with Bam Adebayo, and Bam's just going to hit a tough shot to get a bucket. But hey, they guarded him till 2 seconds left in the possession, and that's the versatility, that's the depth, the scary part of the Celtics team. They can really throw 5 guys out there and can still guard you. Now, we need to take a second to appreciate this Joe Mazzulla offense, right? So we start with a stagger screen for Derek White. He's going to come off. The first option will be Derek White for a 3-ball here if Tyler Hero doesn't get through the screen. Of course, we got Jordan Walsh kind of hanging out down here in the corner, and they're using Tatum as the point guard, which I actually kind of like in this scenario. So White's going to come off this stagger screen, and then they're going to get right into a pick and roll with Luke Cornette. And then as this pick and roll is happening, the timing isn't great yet, which is something I imagine they'll work on throughout the season. But then Jaylen Brown is going to come up and set a back screen, or try to set a back screen for Luke Cornette. As he's rolling, he's going to set a back screen on Bam Adebayo here, which makes Hawkins have to step high, and that should open up this entire side of the lane for a dunk or a kick out 3 to Tatum here. As this play continues to develop, right, we see Jaylen Brown pop high. They throw the lob as Adebayo gets through the screen pretty decently. Maybe if this is Kristaps, this is a dunk, doesn't work out. Jordan Walsh does save it, saves it to Jaylen Brown, and Brown ends up missing the 3, but still, that's a great offensive action early on in this game. Cutting has become a staple of this Boston Celtics offense, and what we're going to start off with is a little pick and roll action, pick and pop action with Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum, and that's going to keep everybody up here occupied, right? So Tyler Hero's paying attention, locked in, Duncan Robinson as well. He's not really worried about Jordan Walsh, but Derek White's just going to sneak right in here behind Tyler Hero. So as this action is going on, he's now going to get wide open. It's a really nice pass by Jayson Tatum, and as White is coming in now, Bam Adebayo has to slide over, which means that while Luke Cornette used to shoot threes, he doesn't anymore. He's going to make a really good cut here to the other side of the rim, and Bam Adebayo is going to get preoccupied with Derek White, completely lose his guy, and that's just a great cut by Luke Cornette. Good pass here by Derek White for the easy dunk. That is fantastic offense. This is just absolutely beautiful offense, and once again, it's going to be Tatum as the main facilitator. Even though he didn't have a very good night, he was still leading this offense. He was playing the point guard role. A short roll here from Derek White to about the elbow, and he's going to drop it off because the Heat are going to blitz Tatum off this pick and roll, making him get rid of it. Hawkins does eventually switch a little bit, and then the rotation is on, right? So that makes Bam step up. Duncan Robinson should be rotated down to the dunker spot, but that's what makes the dunker spot so dangerous, especially when Brown was lifted up here. He's got to be up here and down here just in case 2 spots at once, and that's what makes this man right here, his offense, so beautiful, because now Cornette's going to cut right in for the lob, and this is just going to be absolutely beautiful basketball with Luke Cornette getting an easy dunk. Once again, just a short roll. The lob, Brown's going to flow down to the corner so Duncan Robinson can't go anywhere. Really nice stuff. Once again, beautiful offense. We're going to start with the pick and roll for everybody's favorite white boy, Peyton Pritchard. Tillman's going to roll a little bit, but the Heat are not really worried about Xavier Tillman, right? They're more worried about Pritchard, so they're going to kind of blitz here, and then Hawkins is going to roll back. And then as Pritchard turns this corner, he realizes great defense here, great hedge by Hawkins. He's going to skip it ahead to Jayson Tatum. And as Tatum catches, he's going to get into a pick and roll here with Neemias Queta. And this is just really, really tough action to stop because everybody's worried about this empty side ball screen over here. And then bang, now you're worried about a middle ball screen going to the left side at a shooter in Drew Peterson. And it's a really tough offense to stop. They get into the pick and roll here. Bam doesn't get up high enough. That's a bad hedge by Bam. He needs to be up more on Tatum, who has proven he can really shoot the ball coming off the screens when he gets his feet set, and Tatum knocks his shot down. Really good offense by Boston. Y'all know any chance I get to plug the boy Peyton Pritchard, I'm going to. So we start off with a little ball screen here. Get everybody going this way, right? Hero thinks it's coming at him. Jovic is already starting to slide over. Or excuse me, not Jovic. Larson's already starting to slide over. And then they hit the throw behind, right? To Peyton Pritchard. He's ISO'd up with Terry Rozier. He faces him up. Rozier apparently doesn't have a hand up, even though Pritchard's a good bit off of the three-point line. He doesn't have the hand up high enough. Everybody else is starting to recover. Doesn't matter. Peyton Pritchard's just going to drain this right in his mouth. That's tough. Oh my goodness. Peyton Pritchard is so tough. This is so tough, bro. And you know, it goes back to the offense being 5 out. Even Cornette can go out into the corner, draw Bam away a little bit. I know the defensive 3 seconds rule helps with that too, but Jaylen Brown's going to get out. And then you got, I believe this is Peterson, or that's actually probably Baylor Shireman up there. And then Derek White, 2 dead eyes on the right side here. So no help will be coming from over here. And Pritchard is just going to one-on-one bake Alec Burks behind the back. And then he's just going to get going downhill. Little off-arm bump to the left-handed lay, and it's really tough. Now the Celtics are going to play mind games, right? So Peyton Pritchard is going to start out at the nail, acting like he's going to come set this Spanish pick and roll action for Luke Cornette as Derek White comes off the ball screen. So the Spanish pick and roll, you got a ball screen, and then you got a back screen with Pritchard popping high, if that makes sense. And then Derek White's just going to come off and make the read. Instead, however, Pritchard's just going to get out, and it's just going to be an early roll. He's just going to slip the screen here, Cornette is, because Bam is going to get up a little bit high, and then Cornette's going to slip it. Derek White's going to hit him early. As you can see, the blitz here, he's going to look at Cornette early, which means Burks has to come up the tag, and then I believe this Drew Smith has to rotate over. Instead, he's going to leave Peyton Pritchard wide open. Hawkins doesn't get up in time, even if he does, and it's just one more, and somebody's getting dunked on, and Peyton Pritchard is going to make you pay. Oh my gosh, that's from like 5 feet behind the line, too. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like button. Leave me a comment down below and hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 25K by Christmas. We'll see if we can do it. Also, we're looking for about 200 to 300 likes on today's video. And with that being said, thanks so much for watching.